Imagine this. Over 20,000 men have put on a major league uniform, yet the vast majority of baseball fans could not name Darrell Evans. But what if I told you he achieved things so rare, so remarkable, that even the most die-hard baseball junkies get stumped trying to explain why he's missing from the Hall of Fame? Before you miss out on another legend hidden in plain sight, hit that subscribe button. Join us as we rewrite baseball history, one overlooked icon at a time. Darrell Evans' career is the ultimate baseball paradox. Most people barely remember his name, but step back and look at the record books. You'll find Evans listed among the giants. In his remarkable 21-year Major League career, Evans played for 3 franchises: the Atlanta Braves, the San Francisco Giants, and the Detroit Tigers. He wasn't a media darling, he didn't win a Most Valuable Player award, and his lifetime batting average was a modest .248. For some, that single number is all they need to overlook a player forever. But break that prejudice, and you'll find one of the most quietly productive, clutch, and innovative hitters the game has ever seen. Let's start with perhaps the most glaring reason he stands alone: 414 career home runs. At the time Evans retired, only 20 players in history had hit more. Yet, unlike almost all in that club, Evans' path was anything but straightforward. He was the first player to ever record a 40-home run season in both the National League and the American League, setting the mark at age 38, making him the oldest player in American League history to lead the league in home runs. Still, he never led sports headlines. Evans wasn't a one-trick pony either. He was a pioneer of plate discipline, walking 1,605 times, good for 8th all-time at his retirement and still 12th today. His on-base percentage? A stellar .361, a testament to how often he turned a pitcher's mistake into a stroll down to first year after year against generations of major league pitching. Among all players who primarily played third base when he retired, Evans was 3rd all-time in home runs, 2nd in walks, and 5th in runs batted in. Yet, overshadowed by flashier names of his era, the Hall of Fame ignored him after just a single appearance on the ballot. Evans' story is one of statistical marvels hiding just below the surface. In 1973, he teamed up with Hank Aaron and Davey Johnson on the Braves to become the first trio on the same team to each hit over 40 home runs in a single season, a feat so dramatic it made history and put Evans on base for one of baseball's greatest moments, Hank Aaron's legendary 715th home run, the most famous swing in baseball history. And it was Darrell Evans waiting at first base, the first to embrace Aaron after he broke Babe Ruth's record. His prime might have gone overlooked by national audiences, but by the early 1980s, after a stint with the Giants, Evans found a second life in Detroit. Signing with the Tigers ahead of their 1984 World Series championship run, he was a rock in their lineup, staying productive well into his 40s, a rare feat for sluggers of any era. In 1985, at age 38, he cracked 40 home runs, leading all of baseball and shattering stereotypes about how players age. Then, age 40, he hit 34 more, obliterating expectations and proving that pure skill at the plate never grows old. Beyond the numbers, Evans' impact was about much more than box scores. He was the model of patience and the rewards it brought, averaging nearly 100 walks per 162 games over his career, ensuring that if pitchers feared his bat, they still had to deal with him on base. He was considered a quietly outstanding defender, recording a .973 fielding percentage across multiple infield positions. Advanced metrics highlight his true value. By wins above replacement, Evans eclipsed 58 for his career, well ahead of dozens of Hall of Fame inductees. Yet, for all his humility and productivity, recognition never came. Evans made only 2 All-Star games. He never finished higher than 17th in Most Valuable Player voting. When his name appeared on the Hall of Fame ballot, it vanished after 1 year, with just 1.7% of voters selecting him. perhaps the starkest demonstration of just how misunderstood his legacy remains. Bill James, perhaps the most respected baseball historian and pioneer of advanced analytics, called Evans the most underrated player in baseball history, absolutely #1 on the list. Imagine being so good at your job, so reliable for so long, that only the world's most dedicated experts truly appreciate your greatness. Evans's career challenges how baseball evaluates talent and legacy. In an era valuing batting average, highlight plays, and personality, Evans's steady excellence and unique skill set flew under the radar. His .248 batting average seems unimpressive until you realize it masks his extraordinary ability to get on base, patiently wait, and create offense in multiple ways. Patience and on-base skills are now cornerstones of winning baseball, but those values were not fully appreciated during much of Evans's career. His durability was remarkable. Playing for 21 seasons, Evans adapted as the game evolved around him. Long before players commonly extended careers into their 40s, he proved power hitters could remain productive late in their careers. Skill and experience counterbalanced any physical decline. Excelling in both the pitcher-dominated National League and the more offense-friendly American League, Evans adapted and thrived. His leadership on the 1984 Tigers extended beyond statistics, offering mentorship and contributing to team chemistry crucial for championships. Despite these qualities, Evans was overshadowed by stars like Mike Schmidt and Cal Ripken Jr., who drew more media attention and accolades. Evans was a steady, unsung hero, a consistent contributor without fanfare. Teammates appreciated him, but the wider public often missed his value. Evans's nearly 1,600 walks represent mental mastery of hitting, the discipline to await the perfect pitch rather than swinging early or wildly. This patience made him a constant threat, forcing pitchers into difficult decisions. Statistically, Evans ranks highly among third basemen offensively, with his WAR surpassing many Hall of Famers. Wins above replacement accounts for hitting, defense, and base running, demonstrating Evans's broad contributions. Defensively, his .973 fielding percentage across multiple infield spots showed reliability and versatility, a manager's trust that came in clutch moments. So why did Evans fade quickly from Hall of Fame consideration? Timing played a role. He competed in a player-rich era. Voters favored bigger personalities and higher batting averages, and Evans's quiet nature yielded fewer standout peak seasons. The analytics revolution arrived too late to boost his candidacy. His story highlights the complexities of baseball greatness. Is it peak dominance, career totals, impact on team success? Evans argues for honoring sustained, steady excellence often overlooked. Today, as advanced stats gain acceptance, Evans's impact gains new appreciation. His career is a case study in how traditional stats can hide a player's true value and how analytics can uncover hidden gems. Beyond Evans's individual story, his career raises important questions about how sports narratives are shaped. Media coverage tends to emphasize flashiness and peak moments, which can leave invaluable players underappreciated. Evans represents the countless athletes whose steady dedication and skill quietly propel teams to greatness without fanfare. In that sense, celebrating Evans is also a tribute to all those unsung players whose stories rarely make headlines but form the backbone of sports history. Next time you debate overlooked players, remember Darrell Evans, the slugger who quietly shattered milestones, was there for baseball's greatest moments, and whose 414 home runs, 1,605 walks, and 58.7 WAR tell a story of unheralded greatness. If you love discovering hidden legends and untold stories, don't forget to subscribe. This is only the beginning of our journey through baseball's lost icons. Together, we'll bring these silent giants back into the spotlight where they belong. Join us for more deep dives into the game's most underrated heroes. Hit subscribe now and stay tuned.